Did you know that there's a company in Germany where you can rent expensive tech equipment from and return it when you're done? That is super crazy. In this video, we will explore 10 companies that make our life in Germany so much easier. And the company that I talked about at the beginning is number 5, so stay tuned. Hey, my name is Jen and I'm from Guatemala.
And mine is Yvonne and I'm German.
And together we're from simplegermany.com, where we create English content to empower internationals to settle into life in Germany more smoothly. All the companies that we will mention have their services in English. That's why it makes our life so much easier because we don't have to go through the German mumbo jumbo sometimes. So let's start with company number 1, and it's your favorite topic.
It's not my favorite topic, but it's a company that offers text declarations, streamlined digital online in English and a few other European languages as well. And that is SteuerGo. So if you're an employee in Germany, it's super easy and transparent to file your tax declaration through them to possibly get several hundreds, depends on the situation, of euros back. And they claim we can do it within 20 minutes. Since it's going to be your first time, most likely, maybe allocate 30 minutes to an hour and just follow the process. They will give you hints and remind you of cases where you might add a document to get an extra money back, and it's very easy to use.
Number 2, and that has to do with electricity, and this is Ostrom. We did a whole video talking about the things that we love about Ostrom, which you can check out in the description box below. And this is super cool because it's an electricity provider that, number 1, is fully digital, so you only need an app. Number 2 is 100% in English, all communication and customer service. Number 3, it has dynamic pricing, so when the electricity price goes up in Germany, your tariff could go up. They notify you ahead of time. And if it goes down, it also goes down. So it's super cool. We love Ostrom so much that after we recorded the video, we talked to Yvonne's father about it and how excited we were. And he even got convinced and he changed the electricity provider from a traditional one, like a traditional German one, to Ostrom for both his office and his home. I mean, that says something because your dad is like 70 plus years old. And so anyone can join Ostrom today.
Number 3 is a bucket of insurances. And here we have 2 beautiful partners and companies we really, really like that ever since we've discovered them 5 years ago. And those are Feather Insurance and GetSafe. They are both digital. They're both cater absolutely for the international market in Germany with digital policies, all in English, and streamlined customer service.
Yes, and most importantly, almost all their policies, depends on the policy, but almost all their policies you can cancel on a monthly basis with the click of a button.
Right, so not the typical German 1 or 2 year contract that is usual, yeah.
Number 4 is a fantastic service to get certified translations of documents, and that is Lingoking. They, again, offer everything in English, is super streamlined. They have a beautiful UX, it's super easy. For example, we translated our marriage certificate, which was in German, into English, just in case we ever travel, we have an English version for it. It took, I don't remember, like 2 days to get the official translation. There was a small error. I asked for the correction. They corrected it in a matter of minutes. And only after you give the approval that this document looks good, do they actually print it and send it to you via postal mail. Mind you, the person that sends you the translation is the official certified translator with an official seal and everything. And I just love it because it's very unbureaucratic, let's say.
Company number 5 is Grover, and this is the company we introduced at the beginning of the video where you can rent on a monthly or yearly basis tech equipment, either to test it, to see whether you actually want to commit to it long term and then buy it, or you don't have the budget to, let's say, buy a new camera or laptop for travel that you've planned or whatever other use case that you have. They have gaming consoles, microphones, like I said, laptops, cameras. They don't have drones. I think that is a liability topic.
Yeah.
But any equipment you might want to test or need for a project at the fingertips without investing thousands or hundreds of euros.
Yes, even phones they have as well. So pretty much it's all tech equipment.
Why would you want to rent a phone though?
To test it and to be able to test it for a month or 2 and see if you wanted it to commit it. Okay. Also, a super cool thing about Grover is that if you want to buy it, your monthly payments that you've put into by renting it goes into that amount. So it's deducted,
cool.
so to speak.
Yeah, so you don't really lose the rental amount.
Yeah, if you want to buy it through them, right? Yeah. But if you return it and want to buy a new, then of course that doesn't apply. Anyway, so if you're liking this video and you're finding value in what we're saying to you to hopefully make your life more smoothly, then make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already to keep up to date with super cool topics like these that hopefully help you out in your day-to-day life. Continuing with number 6, and that is Lingoda. Lingoda is an online language school. They teach multiple languages, but German is by far their most popular one because they're a German company. And this is fantastic. I did some courses with Lingoda, and I found it super cool that you have flexible hours. It's fully online. Groups are maintained very small. You have a native teacher as a teacher. And also you can have a monthly cancellation, or you can actually get a plan. They have really cool things and incentives. And it's kind of a gamified also experience to learn German, but like in real life, because you're joining classes and learning material and stuff like that. And I found it fantastic.
Number 7 is a company called Rental Cover. Now, they're not really German, but we still love their service. We use it frequently because they supply insurance for car rentals anywhere in the world. So we usually use it whenever we travel. We don't book the insurance package with the car rental company directly because that's where they make their money. They're expensive. But rentalcover.com offers sometimes even better, like more covered insurance at a lot cheaper price for any type of vehicle, even camper vans, which we used with them. We claimed actually with them because we had a small incident, and we got our money back in 48 hours. It was like zero issues. So that is actually what we do. We rent individually and then get the car rental insurance cover through rentalcover.com.
Number 8, going back to German companies, and that is Urban Sports Club. Now, this concept, I think it's fantastic. So first of all, they have different, let me say what it is. First of all, it's like a membership for sports, as it says. But you're not tied to one gym or one class or one thing. But in this combo, you can access different gyms and different classes and things. For example, let's say into your bouldering, you love yoga, and you also want to go weightlifting at a gym. So these would be 3 different services that you would pay. But with Urban Sports Club, they have partnerships with all of this. So you pay Urban Sports Club a monthly fee, and then you can access all of them. Swimming as well, you can go to swimming pools, and it's all part of your package. They have different tiers, and depending on the tier, that's the amount of services you can access and the frequency you can access them as well. And super cool is that it's not only limited to the city that you live, but let's say you travel a lot for work, you can also have an Urban Sports Club that you can access all the other sports facilities wherever you travel. Bigger cities, I would say, right?
Yeah, but it's not that you said you can also have an Urban Sports Club. No, it's part of the monthly fee that you have. So you can access any facility that has a deal with Urban Sports Club, which is a lot, anywhere in Europe really where they operate. So also smaller cities, doesn't have to be big cities.
Yeah, but that is super cool. So if you want to have like a sports membership and try different things, Urban Sports Club is fantastic for that.
And number 9 is a website or app that is called Doctolib. And this one has changed the trajectory of how, I would say, people in Germany make appointments for doctors completely. Because while some clinics you can still call to make an appointment, Doctolib has digitalized it completely. You can simply look for the type of doctor that you need, and it will suggest you the available doctors and the time slots in your vicinity that you're looking for. You can also put a language filter if language is an important topic. So it really has eased the way into making doctor's appointments. So much so that I once gave a workshop at a large, huge German company, and I asked them beforehand what should be the topics to discuss. And they said, you know what, please talk about how to go to a doctor and get doctor's appointment, because that's a big pain point with our employees. They never get a sick note in time, or they never get an appointment. And I was like, that's very curious. So the company is based in Bonn, actually, my hometown. It's quite funny. And prior to the workshop, I just jumped on Doctolib and looked for a general practitioner because that's usually the type where you get a sick note if you need one for work. And I would have found an appointment at 3 different doctors for the next day and had actually a lot of availability. However, the employees were not aware of that service and didn't know how to find doctor's appointments. So that really can be a game changer.
100%. I mean, how cool, and you don't need to call physically a doctor to be able to book an appointment as well. Yeah. And number 10 is a grocery delivery service called Flink. Now, a few years ago, there were multiple ones in the market. That is not relevant, actually. But Flink is the number 1 grocery delivery service at the moment. And I think I described what it does. It's an app that you log in, and then you can order all of your groceries. And within 30 minutes, they claim, you get your groceries delivered at your door. Now, mind you, depending on how much you order, you might need to pay for a delivery fee if you order a lot. I think it changes every time. But if you order after a certain amount, then the delivery fee is for free. Now, we use Flink just in case of emergencies, to be honest, because we actually enjoy going to the supermarket. But if you don't and you don't want that hassle, you can order things from Flink. Mind you, they might not have always everything that you want in stock. And sometimes fruits and vegetables, also the freshness, we love to like touch, not like squeeze them, but like to see them and be able to feel them in before we buy them. And in this case, you don't have that, right? But it's super convenient for quick things. Ice cream, for example.
Larger cities, I would say.
Yeah,
right?
for larger
Not
cities.
anywhere in Germany. It depends also on whether you live in the delivery radius, of course.
100%. And just like there are super cool companies and websites, there's also super cool apps that are essential to survive in Germany. And we go into detail about those 10 apps in our video here on the left. Until next time,
Tschüss! It's a bit dorky.
You're dorky.